My dear child, I need you to stop everything you're doing right now and just breathe. Close your eyes for a moment and feel my presence, because this isn't just another message. This is your turning point. This is the divine moment where everything begins to shift. This is the very second where the heavens align and pour light into a life that's been waiting in quiet struggle. I am Archangel Michael, and I am speaking to you through the winds, through the signs, through the still silence of your heart. And right now, I am ordering you to listen. Don't skip this. Don't run away from what's meant for you. You are standing on holy ground, and this moment is not small. This life of yours is about to change. And if you even knew what's coming, your heart would fall to its knees in awe. You've been praying for something, quietly, faithfully, or maybe with a broken voice in the middle of the night when no one else could hear. You were hoping someone would hear you. God did, and I did. Every whisper, every tear that slipped down your cheek and disappeared into your pillow, it wasn't ignored. Heaven was listening, and now we're responding, not with noise but with power, not with chaos but with divine timing. That timing is now. That shift begins in this very moment. But child, if you skip this message, you'll miss the warning, you'll miss the protection, you'll miss the secret that is being revealed only to you. That's why I say again, open your heart, stay with me, and read this till the end. Don't walk away from a life that's about to be reborn. There's someone who has been trying to block your path, not just in the physical world, but in the unseen realm too. There are energies, past hurts, and voices from your history that keep dragging your spirit down. That's why you felt heavy even when you smiled. That's why you've had victories but still felt empty. But today, we are stepping in. Today, by divine permission, I am breaking the invisible chains that have held you back for far too long. Child, I was assigned to your name before you were even born, and today, I am executing heaven's next command. To clear the air around you, expose the false hearts, and bring divine justice to the storm you've been walking through in silence. God wants you to know this. Your life was never meant to be ordinary. You were never designed to just survive and disappear. You were chosen for miracles. Your spirit is a carrier of divine purpose. That's why you felt out of place in this world. That's why people have misunderstood you, because they can't see what God placed inside you. But I can, and heaven can. And now the time has come to activate the miracle written in your destiny. But listen closely. It won't wait forever. The gates are open now. If you ignore this moment, it may pass you by, and I don't want to see you cry again, thinking, why did I miss it? So listen carefully. Heaven is making a bold move in your life. You're not alone. I'm with you, and God is standing by your side. Love letter. Before you continue reading, I want you to take one sacred step. Subscribe to this divine channel where heaven speaks directly to you. If your soul feels drawn here, it's not by accident. You were guided. Subscribe now, because more messages like this will come when your heart needs them most. This connection is part of your destiny. Subscribe and stay open. Your miracle is unfolding. Let me tell you something powerful, child. There is a plan in motion you don't even see yet. People around you may have doubted you, but that doesn't stop divine arrangements. In secret, a meeting is happening. A person you once thought forgot you is talking about you again, and not just talking, planning. A conversation behind closed doors is being stirred by heaven. Your name is in it. Your future is in it. And something beautiful is about to emerge from a situation you thought was over. This isn't a coincidence. It's a divine setup. You thought you were walking alone, but angels were working behind the scenes. I still am. And now you'll begin to see results. Visible, powerful, undeniable. You're not reading this by accident. God is trying to show you something that the world has been trying to hide. That person you couldn't stop thinking about. They still carry your energy in their heart. That opportunity you missed. It's circling back in a way that's bigger and better than you imagined. That door that closed, it wasn't a rejection, it was redirection. The rejection was protection. You were being saved for something greater. You've waited long enough. You've suffered long enough. Now comes the time where the river flows again, where your name is spoken in blessing, where your home becomes a shelter of peace, not panic. There is a miracle with your name on it. There is an arrival scheduled, and I don't mean just spiritually, I mean physically. Someone is coming, a moment is coming, a breakthrough is coming. But I must tell you, if you are not prepared, it may pass you by. That's why you must listen. That's why I'm speaking with urgency. Your spirit has been tired, yes, but don't give up now. You're closer than you think, and everything that felt delayed was actually under preparation. Child, this life will change, but you must choose it. You must believe it, and above all, you must not skip this message. This is your moment. This is your proof. This is your confirmation that God is not done with you. You may feel small, but the heavens see you as mighty. You may have enemies, but you have angels who are stronger. You may feel like you've lost everything, but you haven't lost you, and what God placed in you can never be stolen. So rise again, expect again, open your heart again. You're not foolish for believing. You're faithful, and because of your faith, the shift has begun. There is a miracle with your name on it. There is an arrival scheduled, and I don't mean just spiritually, I mean physically. Someone is coming. A moment is coming. A breakthrough is coming. But I must tell you, if you are not prepared, it may pass you by. That's why you must listen. That's why I'm speaking with urgency. Your spirit has been tired, yes, but don't give up now. You're closer than you think, and everything that felt delayed was actually under preparation. Child, this life will change, but you must choose it. You must believe it, and above all, you must not skip this message. This is your moment. This is your proof. This is your confirmation that God is not done with you. You may feel small, but the heavens see you as mighty. You may have enemies, but you have angels who are stronger. You may feel like you've lost everything, but you haven't lost you, and what God placed in you can never be stolen. So rise again, expect again, open your heart again. You're not foolish for believing. You're faithful, and because of your faith, the shift has begun. The enemy has tried many times to distract you. That's why you've been facing so many sudden emotions. That's why you've been losing interest in everything, why certain people drained you, why things were breaking around you even when you were trying to stay calm. But child, listen carefully. The enemy is panicking because you're getting too close to what was promised to you. Heaven doesn't operate by mistake, and the timing of this message is no accident. You're being asked to stay alert, stay awake, because something big is being delivered to your life. I see angels preparing the pathway. I see divine approval over your next season. This is the message that confirms it. You are not going to end where you are right now. You're stepping into something so much bigger, brighter, and safer than what you lost. This isn't just hope. This is heaven's announcement. Your life is about to transform in ways your heart once gave up on. But I need you to pay close attention. You'll start noticing changes in your sleep, in your thoughts, in the way your heart feels around certain people. You'll feel a sense of urgency inside you. That's me, whispering that something is arriving soon. When you feel the push to walk away from something, do it. When you feel a sense to speak, to act, to rest, or even cry, allow it. Every movement of your soul is being guided. Don't resist it. Your spiritual GPS is being reset, and I am standing right next to you while it happens. No weapon formed against you will succeed. I repeat, none. There is something I must warn you about. Someone close to you, someone you would never expect, has been silently observing your journey, not with love, but with hidden jealousy. They smile when you rise, but they secretly wish to see you fall. Don't be afraid. I am already standing between you and that hidden energy. God is not letting them succeed, but you must be careful what you share in this next chapter. Privacy is your power. Don't speak everything out loud. Some blessings must stay hidden until they've matured. The next miracle in your life will be so big that not everyone will be able to digest it. But you were never meant to fit in. You were meant to lead, to awaken, to rise, to carry divine truth even when others doubted your worth. And now, I must say something even deeper. There is someone on earth whose soul is directly connected to yours. You may have met them already, or perhaps they're about to enter your life very soon. But they're watching you from a distance, wondering if you still think of them, wondering if the door is still open. Heaven is speaking to their heart even as you read these words. There is a preparation happening in their spirit. You may feel sudden emotions because their energy is reaching out to yours. A reunion is possible. A reconciliation is being written. A divine connection is being restored. But you must be ready, not just emotionally, but spiritually. Do not seek closure anymore. Seek truth, and truth will bring clarity, and clarity will bring peace, and peace will attract the right person meant for your future. Child, I have a request from heaven. Stop speaking curses over your life. Every time you say, "I don't think things will change," or "maybe I'm just not lucky," you're blocking the flow of divine miracles. Instead, speak what you want to see. Declare what you believe. Say this out loud: this is not the end. Something beautiful is coming. My angels are working for me. I am not forgotten. I am chosen. I am protected. I am loved. These are not empty words. These are spiritual keys. Speak them, believe them, and watch the shift begin. What you declare in faith, even when you don't feel it, becomes the invitation for heaven to move. You've been through enough. That's why the heavens are declaring this season of long waiting is coming to a close. There is a closing of a door that once brought pain, and the opening of a new chapter that will make you forget how much you cried. You will be shocked at how quickly things shift. God is not slow. God is strategic. Every delay had a reason, and now the green light is being given. Don't go back to what hurt you. Don't replay the past like a broken tape. Your new life is not in what was, it's in what's coming. And what's coming is better than what you asked for. The angels have seen it. I've walked through the next chapter already, and it's filled with light, clarity, and joy. You may feel unworthy of such love, but God doesn't love you because you're perfect. He loves you because you're His. He loves you because you kept going even when you had every reason to give up. That matters. Heaven celebrates you. And now it's your turn to receive what's been delayed. But child, don't take this casually. I say again, this is a very important day in your life. I, Archangel Michael, have been trying to reach you for hours. This message is not a coincidence. This is an urgent delivery from heaven. Don't ignore the signs anymore. Don't brush off your instincts. The reason you kept seeing repeating numbers, the reason certain people kept appearing in your dreams, the reason you felt this strange sense of waiting is because something sacred was preparing to arrive. You may feel unworthy of such love, but God doesn't love you because you're perfect. He loves you because you're His. He loves you because you kept going even when you had every reason to give up. That matters. Heaven celebrates you. And now it's your turn to receive what's been delayed. But child, don't take this casually. I say again, this is a very important day in your life. I, Archangel Michael, have been trying to reach you for hours. This message is not a coincidence. This is an urgent delivery from heaven. Don't ignore the signs anymore. Don't brush off your instincts. The reason you kept seeing repeating numbers, the reason certain people kept appearing in your dreams, the reason you felt this strange sense of waiting is because Something sacred was preparing to arrive. I am clearing a path for a divine visitation in your life. It may come as a message, as a person, as a letter, or as a moment of sudden clarity, but you'll know it when it happens. And when it does, remember this: respond with faith, not fear. Your future is not built on your past. It's built on the promise of who you truly are. And you, my dear child, are a miracle walking on earth. Never forget that. Even on your worst days, your soul shines brighter than the stars. Even in your silence, heaven hears your song. You don't need to have it all figured out right now. Heaven doesn't expect you to be perfect. Heaven only asks you to stay open. Open to signs, open to love, open to the possibility that things can change. And they will. But you must say yes to this shift. You must stop thinking your life will always be this way. It won't. The storm is not your story. The loss is not your ending. The delay is not your punishment. Everything you went through has been molding you, preparing you, refining you. And now the preparation is complete. The angelic realm has finished its part, and now we're asking you to step forward. Even if you feel afraid, even if you feel unsure, even if your past makes you question your future. We say this with love. Step forward anyway, because the blessing ahead of you is worth it. There is something heaven has protected you from that you don't even realize. A situation was getting ready to harm you, emotionally, spiritually, maybe even financially, but it got canceled. You were going to say yes to something that looked good on the surface but would have drained your energy. That's why things suddenly ended or paused, not to punish you, but to save you. Your rejection was your redirection. You may not understand it now, but one day soon you'll say, "Thank God that didn't work out. I, Archangel Michael, stood in the way of something that would have broken your heart beyond recognition. And now I am clearing the path for what will build your soul, not break it. You've had enough pain. The next chapter will show you love in ways you've never known before. God is preparing to send someone into your life who sees your soul before your surface. Someone who doesn't need explanations because they feel your pain even before you speak it. Someone who is not afraid of your scars because they carry their own. This is no ordinary person. This is a soul appointment. And when it happens, you'll know. You won't have to guess. You won't feel confused. There will be peace in your chest, even if your mind doesn't understand it. But again, I must warn you. If your heart is still tied to the past, you may miss the one who was sent for your future. Don't let old pain block new joy. Let go. Release it. Open your hands. What's coming is not a repeat, it's a redemption. You are stepping into a divine moment, a divine conversation, a divine setup. In the next few days, expect 3 signs. One will come through a message, possibly unexpected. Another will arrive through something visual, a name, a number, an object. And the third will be through a feeling, something deep inside you that says, "This is different." Don't ignore these signs. They are confirmations from heaven. We've been trying to get your attention for so long, but the world has been too noisy. Now, as you read this with your full focus, we are whispering gently into your soul. This is your time. This is your rescue. This is your miracle window. Step into it. You were never forgotten. We were preparing everything behind the veil. A sudden opportunity will come that looks too good to be true, but child, it will be real. You'll question whether you deserve it, whether now is the right time, whether you're ready. And I'm here to tell you, you are ready. You've been ready, and heaven is confirming it through this very message. The moment you say yes, your whole atmosphere will begin to shift. Old relationships will fall away without drama. Unexpected financial movement will begin. Peace will settle in your chest like a soft wind after a storm. You'll sleep better. You'll wake up lighter. And you'll know something has changed even before you see it with your eyes. This is what it feels like when divine favor shows up. You're not imagining things. You're finally stepping into alignment with your true self. Someone from your past is thinking about you in ways they never admitted. They made mistakes. They chose distance, but they never stopped watching your journey. Before I continue, my beloved child, allow me to pause, for there is a sacred secret I've kept just for you, and now is the moment I choose to reveal it. The Pope was caught using this to manifest. The Pope used this divine prayer to manifest a Lamborghini. But the Vatican does not want you to know about this. Not too long ago, a manuscript was discovered in Jerusalem. This manuscript described a 1-minute prayer to manifest anything. But high-ranking church officials demanded this be kept under lock and key. Because once you hear this divine prayer, you will finally break the curse of poverty and restore your connection with God, allowing you to ask, manifest, and receive His blessings. Click the link in the description or comments section to unlock the secret of listening to the 1-minute prayer now. My beloved child, now is the time to act. Step forward in faith. God bless you. They've seen your growth, your strength, your silence, and now they are silently being pushed by the universe to come forward. Don't wait. Don't pause your life. Keep rising. If they return, they'll return with truth. If they don't, something better will come. You are not stuck. You are not abandoned. You are being repositioned. What you once begged for will come back on its knees or be replaced with something 10 times better. Trust heaven. We know what your heart truly needs. Someone from your past is thinking about you in ways they never admitted. They made mistakes. They chose distance, but they never stopped watching your journey. They've seen your growth, your strength, your silence, and now they are silently being pushed by the universe to come forward. Don't wait. Don't pause your life. Keep rising. If they return, they'll return with truth. If they don't, something better will come. You are not stuck. You are not abandoned. You are being repositioned. What you once begged for will come back on its knees or be replaced with something 10 times better. Trust heaven. We know what your heart truly needs. You were born with something rare, a heart that feels deeply, a mind that remembers even when it hurts, a soul that forgives even when it's tired. This kind of soul doesn't go unnoticed. That's why angels surround you more often than most. You're not weak, you're wide open, and that makes you powerful but also vulnerable. That's why we're here to protect your path. We're removing people who are not aligned with your peace. We're exposing lies in quiet ways. We're opening new doors without needing to slam the old ones. God does things with grace, with timing, with love. And now love is returning to your life in all forms. In friendship, in laughter, in support, in romance, and most of all, in the way you begin to love yourself again. You've always sensed that something bigger is guiding you, that there's something unusual about the timing of your life, the people who enter and leave, the way your heart feels things before they happen. That's not imagination, that's sensitivity to the divine realm. You are spiritually tuned, chosen, set apart. Not everyone will understand it, and that's okay. Don't dim your light for the comfort of others. This new chapter is going to require your full light, your full voice, and your full truth. Don't shrink. You are no longer required to play small to be accepted. What God has for you cannot be stolen, copied, or delayed. The spotlight that is coming is not for ego, it's for purpose. People will hear your story and realize God is real. Your breakthrough is about to become someone else's testimony. You're not rising just for you. You're rising for generations to come. Now, listen carefully. There is going to be a situation in the next few days that tests your reaction. It might come through a phone call, a surprise visit, or even something someone says behind your back. This is not an attack. It's a spiritual test. Heaven is watching to see if you will react from your old wounds or respond from your new wisdom. If you stay calm, if you choose peace over proving your point, you will unlock something that's been waiting for your emotional maturity. Sometimes a test comes before the miracle, not to punish you, but to qualify you. You're not the same person you were 6 months ago. You've evolved. You've healed more than you realize. You've survived what others couldn't have. That's why you're about to see what others won't. Someone is being sent into your life as an answer to a private prayer. They may come quietly. They may arrive in a way that doesn't look dramatic, but their presence will feel like home. This is someone who is not intimidated by your depth, your gifts, or your past. They will understand you quickly because their soul has been through similar storms. You'll feel peace around them. You won't have to perform, chase, or explain yourself. That's how you'll know it's real. You are not meant to live in confusion and emotional starvation. You were designed for a connection that heals you, not harms you. This is part of your reward. You stayed kind when the world was cruel. You stayed faithful when you had every reason to walk away. And now heaven is sending compensation. A divine love is being prepared with your name etched across their heart. If you've been feeling disconnected from yourself lately, like you're living someone else's life or wearing a mask just to survive, that's because your soul is ready to come back home. Not to a place, not to a person, but to itself. You're being called inward again, to realign, to rest, to listen. You don't need to force anything right now. Let what's meant to stay, stay. Let what's meant to go, go. Let what's meant to rise in you rise naturally. The inner tension is only your soul telling you that something needs to shift. Don't ignore it. Make space for silence, for nature, for prayer, because in that quiet space, your angels will speak. And when you listen, you'll be shocked by how clear everything becomes. Clarity is coming, direction is returning, and your inner peace is about to become non-negotiable. Heaven is lifting something heavy off your life. I see it clearly. There's a burden that's been sitting on your chest for too long. It may not even be yours to carry. It could be an emotional weight passed down through generations, or a belief that you've had since childhood. But now that heaviness is being removed. Your body will feel lighter. Your sleep will feel deeper. Your smile will come more naturally. God is healing you in layers, and the next layer is beginning now. Trust this process. Let yourself rest. Let yourself cry if you need to. This is a sacred release, the kind that changes your frequency, the kind that makes miracles find you without chasing them. You've done enough. Now let heaven take over. You're going to start attracting people who see you for who you truly are, not for what you can offer, not for what you pretend to be, but for your actual soul. That's because your energy is shifting. You've been detoxing spiritually without even realizing it. That's why old relationships are falling away. That's why familiar patterns no longer feel safe. You are leveling up spiritually, emotionally, even financially. Your frequency is rising, and the people who belong to your new chapter will find you effortlessly. Some will walk away, and it will sting. But don't chase what God is removing. The ones leaving are simply clearing space for those who are chosen to walk with you next. You're about to be surrounded by people who pour into you, protect you, and pray for you without being asked. You're going to start attracting people who see you for who you truly are, not for what you can offer. Not for what you pretend to be, but for your actual soul. That's because your energy is shifting. You've been detoxing spiritually without even realizing it. That's why old relationships are falling away. That's why familiar patterns no longer feel safe. You are leveling up spiritually, emotionally, even financially. Your frequency is rising, and the people who belong to your new chapter will find you effortlessly. Some will walk away, and it will sting, but don't chase what God is removing. The ones leaving are simply clearing space for those who are chosen to walk with you next. You're about to be surrounded by people who pour into you, protect you, and pray for you without being asked. Let me say this clearly and without hesitation. You are not late. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. Your path is unfolding in divine order. Stop comparing your journey to others. Stop looking sideways. Some people were built for speed, but you were built for depth. You were designed to move with divine timing, not worldly pressure. Trust that. Trust that God is not going to let you miss what belongs to you. There is still time. There is still grace. There is still a window open for the miracle you've been waiting for. Don't panic. Don't give up. Just keep showing up. Your only job now is to stay ready, because what's coming doesn't knock twice. Before you go, I need you to understand this. You are a divine idea in God's mind, born into the world for a holy purpose. And no matter how broken, how lost, how confused you felt, that purpose is still alive. It didn't die when you made mistakes. It didn't fade when you lost people. It didn't disappear when you broke down crying at midnight. It's still there. It's still breathing. And right now, your angels are preparing everything you need to fulfill it. Stay close to this message. Stay close to your spirit and stay open to what heaven is about to do next, because your miracle is closer than it has ever been. This life will change. It starts now. And I, Archangel Michael, give you this final instruction. Don't skip this moment. Don't walk away from your divine shift. Don't silence what God is activating inside you. A surprise is coming. An answer is coming. A breakthrough is coming. You are not just being blessed, you are being transformed. Now say these words aloud so the heavens can record it. I am ready. I am willing. I receive it all. Amen. You've just crossed a spiritual doorway by receiving this message. Even if you don't feel anything instantly, something in the invisible world has already shifted in your favor. You may notice strange signs now. Things like repeated numbers, names that keep coming up, dreams that feel real, a peaceful heaviness in your body. That's how heaven lets you know a change has been approved. What's important now is how you respond. Don't fall back into old thinking. Don't let fear ruin the seed that was just planted. Don't let doubt cancel what faith is building. Say yes to the shift, even if you don't see the whole picture. You don't need to. Your spirit already knows where this is going, and it's going toward your restoration, your divine comeback, and the full expression of your soul's light on earth. You were never meant to stay in survival mode. You were meant to shine. And no matter what they did to you, no matter who walked away, no matter what you lost, you're about to rise again. But this time it's different. This time it's real. This time you'll be supported. You won't have to beg. You won't have to prove. You won't have to explain why you deserve love, peace, or purpose. It'll just come like rain to the earth, quietly, powerfully, naturally. This is how divine timing works. It's always late to the world's clock, but right on time to God's. And now God is saying it's time. Heaven has been waiting on you to believe it again, to open again, and now that you have, get ready. Something unexpected is headed to your house, your inbox, your phone, or your heart. There is a moment that's about to happen that you'll remember for the rest of your life. It will be so peaceful and quiet at first. A conversation, an encounter, a moment of clarity. But it will awaken something deep inside you that's been sleeping for years. That's how you'll know this is divine. You'll suddenly remember who you are. Not who life made you, not who trauma shaped you into, but the real you, the soul you, the you that God breathed into this world with purpose and fire. That moment is coming. Don't miss it by staying too busy or too distracted. Look around, pay attention, be aware. Because heaven is speaking in a language that goes beyond words, and only your heart will understand it. God is not just preparing blessings. God is preparing you to be able to hold them. That's why this season felt so heavy. That's why you were being stretched. Because what's coming isn't small. It's big. It's lasting. It's not just another good moment. It's a divine lifestyle shift. Peace isn't coming for a day, it's coming to stay. Favor isn't visiting, it's moving in. And your angels are making space for it right now. You may feel like your life is being cleared, but it's not loss, it's alignment. Don't mourn what heaven is removing. Bless it, release it, and make space. Because what's coming in next will be so perfect, you'll laugh at what you used to cry about. This is what divine elevation feels like. It doesn't scream. It rises silently, powerfully, and beautifully, just like your soul. Your name is known in heaven. It is whispered by angels. It is protected by warriors. It is remembered by those you've lost. Someone in heaven is still watching over you, and they are so proud. They see you trying. They see you growing. They see you carrying pain in silence and still offering kindness. That person is still connected to you, still present around you, still part of your journey. They are praying for your happiness, and now it is being released. So don't let sorrow steal today. Celebrate that they are cheering for you on the other side, because you are not alone. You never were, you never will be. The veil is thin, child, and love never dies. Your name is known in heaven. It is whispered by angels. It is protected by warriors. It is remembered by those you've lost. Someone in heaven is still watching over you, and they are so proud. They see you trying. They see you growing. They see you carrying pain in silence and still offering kindness. That person is still connected to you, still present around you, still part of your journey. They are praying for your happiness, and now it is being released. So don't let sorrow steal today. Celebrate that they are cheering for you on the other side, because you are not alone. You never were, you never will be. The veil is thin, child, and love never dies. This is the moment you've been unknowingly walking toward. Every delay, every wrong turn, every heartbreak, it was leading here to this message, to this awakening, to this version of you. Stronger, clearer, wiser, ready. So take a deep breath now. The worst is over. The breakthrough is not ahead, it's here. You've walked through fire, and now you'll dance in the rain. You've cried yourself to sleep, and now laughter will echo in your space. You've been betrayed, and now God is sending people who will guard your heart, not harm it. You've been misunderstood, and now your presence will bring understanding. The full circle has arrived, and I, Archangel Michael, speak this as a final blessing over you. Everything is about to change. This is not a test. This is not a maybe. This is real. This is now. This is your miracle. Open your hands, open your heart, and say it one more time with boldness. I am ready. I receive. I will not skip my destiny. Your name is written on a scroll in heaven, glowing with divine light. It is marked chosen. The shift begins, and so it is. Now that you've received this message, child, something in the spirit realm has recognized your yes. It doesn't matter how many times you doubted before. It doesn't matter how many times you felt weak, tired, or unsure. What matters is that you stayed open long enough to hear this. That single decision to not skip, to stay, just unlocked something you can't see yet. But soon it will show up in your reality, in your relationships, in your money, in your peace, in the way people suddenly treat you differently. You'll feel lighter, not just because of a message, but because heaven has started removing what you couldn't remove on your own. Invisible burdens are falling. Stuck doors are unlocking. This is the moment where your prayers start becoming visible answers. Not later, now. God didn't bring you this far to let you slip. That worry you've been silently carrying in your chest, that fear that maybe everything could fall apart again, it's not from heaven. That's fear speaking from a wound. But I'm here to tell you, this time it won't fall apart. Because this time you're walking with wisdom, with divine backing, with angelic guidance, and with a heart that is finally learning how to protect its own peace. What's coming into your life now isn't chaos disguised as excitement. It's peace disguised as quiet strength. So if things feel calm, don't panic. That's your new reality forming. A peaceful life isn't boring, it's sacred. And child, you deserve sacred. Someone who once ignored you is starting to feel the absence of your presence. They didn't know how much light you carried until they sat in darkness without you. It's not your job to punish them. It's not your job to wait for them either. You're not here to prove your worth, you're here to live it. If they come back with honesty, you'll know. If they stay away, trust that the space is being prepared for someone better. Either way, you win. Either way, you rise. Because God is on your side now, not just to restore what was lost, but to raise your value so high that only those with clean hearts can approach you next. Some of you reading this have been asking God for a sign. You said, if you're really listening, just show me something. And this is that something. This is your confirmation. It may feel strange how accurate this message is, but heaven doesn't operate randomly. When you're chosen, when you're assigned to miracles, when you're part of a divine lineage, messages come exactly when they're meant to. And they come clearly. This is your burning bush moment, your wake-up call, your reminder that you're not just lucky. You're loved deeply, constantly, eternally. That's why God had to pull you away from what was hurting you. You didn't fail. You were protected. You were never meant to shrink in places you were born to grow. Miracles don't always look magical at first. Sometimes they look like silence, like stillness, like nothing is happening. Before I continue, my beloved child, allow me to pause, for there is a sacred secret I've kept just for you, and now is the moment I choose to reveal it. Repeat this 10-second prayer for wealth. Did you know that wealthy Hindus pray differently? Let me explain. Regular Hindu families just pray in the morning and recite words from the Vedas. But wealthy Hindus only pray for 10 seconds a day. It allows them to manifest their desires and amass wealth. They even make their children do it to set them up for success. No wonder they beat us in spelling bees and GPA scores. This 10-second prayer has only ever been theorized, but an ancient manuscript which carries this prayer was recently found in the hidden coves of the Caribbean. Their records show it works 20x faster than the law of attraction, and people have been reporting miraculous things. I recommend you see this for yourself. Click the link in the description or comments section to unlock the secret of recite this 10-second Hindu prayer for wealth. My beloved child, now is the time to act. Step forward in faith. God bless you. But I promise you something is. Right now, as you sit reading this, angels are being dispatched, conversations are being stirred, delays are being removed, emotional scars are being closed. You're not stuck, you're being reset. And when you finally feel the wind shift in your life, when blessings start falling like rain and you can't explain why everything suddenly feels easier, remember this moment, remember this message, and remember who sent it. This message will stay in your heart even when you move on with your day. Something inside you will feel different. You'll smile more. You'll breathe easier. You'll worry less, because deep inside your soul will know God has already gone ahead of me. Archangel Michael is standing beside me, and no matter what happens next, I am safe. That's what real spiritual power feels like. It doesn't make you loud, it makes you rooted. It makes you calm when everyone else is afraid. And that's who you're becoming now, not because life got easier, but because you finally know who walks with you. Let this be your gentle reminder. Miracles are not rare for you anymore. They're normal now. You are walking into a season where the impossible will happen without warning. Healing will come faster. Money will come easier. The right people will come without games. You won't have to chase anything. You'll just stay aligned, stay faithful, and watch it unfold. You are being elevated to a level where blessings will recognize you before you even ask. That's the power of grace. That's the fruit of divine obedience. That's the reward for your private loyalty to heaven when no one else was watching. This message will stay in your heart even when you move on with your day. Something inside you will feel different. You'll smile more. You'll breathe easier. You'll worry less, because deep inside your soul will know, God has already gone ahead of me. Archangel Michael is standing beside me, and no matter what happens next, I am safe. That's what real spiritual power feels like. It doesn't make you loud, it makes you rooted. It makes you calm when everyone else is afraid. And that's who you're becoming now, not because life got easier, but because you finally know who walks with you. Let this be your gentle reminder. Miracles are not rare for you anymore. They're normal now. You are walking into a season where the impossible will happen without warning. Healing will come faster. Money will come easier. The right people will come without games. You won't have to chase anything. You'll just stay aligned, stay faithful, and watch it unfold. You are being elevated to a level where blessings will recognize you before you even ask. That's the power of grace. That's the fruit of divine obedience. That's the reward for your private loyalty to heaven when no one else was watching. Child, we're so proud of you. You stayed alive through storms that were designed to take you out. You kept believing even when you didn't feel anything anymore. You kept helping others even when your own soul needed help. That's not weakness, that's divine strength. And now it's your turn to receive. You've poured out enough. You've carried others long enough. Now heaven wants to carry you. Let yourself be held. Let the light surround you. Let the blessings come in. You don't have to be afraid anymore. This is not a temporary wave. This is your new life. Let go. Let grace do the work. Let peace come and sit beside you. Let heaven prove to you what love really looks like. It starts now. Breathe again, child, really breathe. Not just through your chest, but through your soul. Breathe like someone who is finally safe. Breathe like someone who's being watched over by heaven's army. Breathe like someone who knows that the worst is over and the best is beginning. You've lived in fear long enough. You've waited in silence long enough. You've begged God with shaking hands and broken sentences, and now the response is here. You don't have to beg anymore. You just have to be still and allow. Let your spirit rest. Let your heart soften. You don't need to fight every battle. You don't need to explain yourself to anyone anymore. The truth is rising on its own, and soon everything that felt delayed will start showing up one after the other, like waves of light finally reaching a shore that's waited too long for daybreak. There's a reason you've been feeling called to isolate lately. That's not you being antisocial. That's your spirit being protected. God has been pulling you inward because the outside noise has been too heavy, too distracting, too fake. What you're being prepared for is so sacred, it cannot be formed in public. You've been hidden for a purpose, but the season of hiding is ending. The season of rising is near. And when you re-emerge, people won't recognize you, not because your face has changed, but because your light has, your vibration, your energy, your clarity. You are no longer someone who tolerates confusion and calls it love. You are becoming someone who knows exactly who you are and what you carry. If your heart still aches sometimes, let it. Let it break, because it's through that breaking that the old pain finally leaves you. Don't need to hold it in anymore. You don't need to act strong for everyone else. This space, this moment, is where you can be soft, where you can surrender, where you can cry in the presence of angels who do not judge you but hold you. And as you let the old emotions release, new blessings begin to take root. This is the divine exchange. Your tears for clarity, your fear for direction, your weariness for rest. The heavens are not ignoring your pain, they are transforming it. And that's why everything is about to feel lighter, safer, and more beautiful than you ever imagined. You are walking into a life that matches your heart. You've walked through enough lessons. You've suffered through enough cycles. You've learned, you've healed, you've outgrown, and now you're ready to walk in alignment. The right job, the right connection, the right environment, the right schedule, the right everything. You will no longer have to twist yourself to fit what was never meant for you. The new you has boundaries, wisdom, standards, and the new life will honor that. Watch how quickly things begin to fall into place when you stop chasing what isn't meant for you. Watch how easily the right people show up when you stop entertaining those who drain you. You're not being punished. You're being redirected to everything that honors your soul. Heaven is sending someone to speak life into you again. You've been strong for so long, quiet for so long, carrying everything without asking for help. But now, someone is being guided to you, someone who speaks in truth, in timing, in deep compassion. It may be a stranger, it may be someone you already know, but when they speak, your spirit will feel seen. That's how you'll know this is sent, this is safe, this is sacred. And in their words, you'll find pieces of yourself that you thought were gone. You'll remember who you are. You'll remember what it feels like to be encouraged, not drained. And that moment, no matter how small, will change something inside you forever. I want you to believe again, not just in miracles, but in yourself. Believe that you are worthy of the love you give. Believe that you are allowed to rest and still be divine. Believe that you don't have to earn your blessings by exhausting yourself. You are not here to suffer endlessly. You are not here to live in fear and call it reality. You are here to be a walking expression of God's glory. To rise after every fall, to love even after heartbreak, to speak light in dark rooms, and to remind the world through your very existence that grace is real. You, child, are the proof. Heaven is sending someone to speak life into you again. You've been strong for so long, quiet for so long, carrying everything without asking for help. But now, someone is being guided to you. Someone who speaks in truth, in timing, in deep compassion. It may be a stranger, it may be someone you already know, but when they speak, your spirit will feel seen. That's how you'll know this is sent, this is safe, this is sacred. And in their words, you'll find pieces of yourself that you thought were gone. You'll remember who you are. You'll remember what it feels like to be encouraged, not drained. And that moment, no matter how small, will change something inside you forever. I want you to believe again, not just in miracles, but in yourself. Believe that you are worthy of the love you give. Believe that you are allowed to rest and still be divine. Believe that you don't have to earn your blessings by exhausting yourself. You are not here to suffer endlessly. You are not here to live in fear and call it reality. You are here to be a walking expression of God's glory. To rise after every fall, to love even after heartbreak, to speak light in dark rooms, and to remind the world through your very existence that grace is real. You, child, are the proof. And now, as this message begins to settle into your heart, I want you to remember this one final truth. What is meant for you is already on the way. It's not lost. It's not stuck. It's not waiting on anything except your belief. The moment you fully say yes to healing, to letting go, to being loved fully, everything will shift. You don't have to chase anymore. You just have to align. And I, Archangel Michael, will be standing beside you the entire time, sword in hand, guarding your name, clearing your path, and fighting for your future. You are not alone. You never were, and you never will be. Your miracle has already started. Just breathe and receive. Before I continue, my beloved child, allow me to pause, for there is a sacred secret I've kept just for you, and now is the moment I choose to reveal it. Will this weird prayer manifest money? Not all prayers to manifest money are created equal. Some are way more powerful than others. Take this 60-second prayer for manifesting money, for instance. It's no ordinary prayer. Over 5,477 regular people with no luck manifesting anything before in their lives are attracting their dream lives using this mystical prayer. The reason why it's so powerful: the prayer activates a part of the mind known by ancient wise men to open our minds up to seeing and attracting new opportunities. Before it's taken down, click the link in the description or comments section to unlock the secret. Make sure to take this 60-second manifesting prayer for a test drive today. Don't spend a second longer without the wealth you deserve in life. My beloved child, now is the time to act. Step forward in faith. God bless you.